When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how people
Compliment of the season to you. Merry Christmas, everyone. Compliment of the season to you. Merry Christmas, everyone. On behalf of the management and the staff of ITV, the movement, we are saying Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. Now, how many of us have learned how to build a loving and healthy and exciting relationship? Because in a relationship, conflict is inevitable. Rather, it will be more interesting you working out your differences. Because a productive fight is all about understanding. I have a guest in the studio. He's an expert and a consultant. Do you want to know who he is?
I did beg you say me the joke.
He's a man who has passion, who have built so many relationships, who have put smile in broken homes. And that person is Mr. Sunday Ogidigbo. Mr. Sunday, nice having you today.
Thank you very much for having me.
I'm so glad to have you in this show.
It's my pleasure and compliment of the season too.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, we have so much about you. Building so many relationships, putting smiles in broken homes. How did it happen?
Yeah, most times it is from the things that you've experienced that you are able to reach out to people who are having the same problem. I happen to be from a broken home, and a lot of people are like that. A lot of marriages collapse from time to time, and marriage is something that a lot of people want to have. People that are not married want to get married, and people that are married don't know how to manage their relationships to ensure that the marriage does not collapse. So from my own experience and my pain, I've become very interested in seeing how I can help people navigate the murky waters of relationships and to see how they can do everything to ensure that their homes are a place of love, a place of happiness, a place of prosperity and harmony. And it's been my passion these many years.
Wow, that's a nice one, because when I go through your book, I've seen what you're writing, how people were asking me so many questions, and I said, I really want to have you on this show.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. So on our topic today, we are talking about determinant of love. What do you understand by determinant of love?
Yeah, love is a very complex subject. Love, there are a lot of factors that triggers love. There's this magical thing about love. Everybody wants to love someone, and they're looking for someone that will love them back. It's that magical moment, that moment of miracle, where you meet someone that you love, and the person loves you back. There's nothing like that in the world. But most times, you discover that there are different factors that are responsible for what causes people to fall in love. It might be love at first sight. It might be that, okay, maybe you like the way the person looks, or you like the way they smell, you like the shape of their face, you like the color of their skin, or maybe there's something about them that just attracts you to them. And the more you begin to explore, you begin to see that, okay, there are things that you share in common. Love can happen in situations like that. And one other thing that you realize is that what people call love differ from person to person. Some things people call love is not love. It might just be lust. They just want to grab something. Maybe they want to get money from the person. They want to have sex from the person. They want to get an opportunity from the person. And they just disguise it as love, or they even mistake it for love. But it might be a desire for companionship. It might be a desire for intimacy. It might be a desire for security. It might just be a desire for social status and swag. So different things actually determines what people call love. So it now depends on what I call love and what you call love, because there's no common definition for the story of love. People say love is that thing you feel that you never felt before. For a lot of people, love is a feeling. For some people, love is responsibility. Love is hard work. Love is emotional. Love is intellectual. Love is logical. So it's a very, there's no one way to define and to determine the things that trigger love.
So how do you know now that when one is in love?
Well, one of the ways to know if somebody is really, really in love, they will put the other person first. One of the first tests for true love is the parties involved will put the other person first. So if I love my wife, if I love my girlfriend, if I love my fiance, I will put her needs before mine. I will put desires before mine. I will put her considerations before mine. Anything that she wants are the things that I want. Anything that I want are the things that she wants. So a lover will put the interests, the desire of the person that they're in love with first. But where you put your own love, your own desires first, or your consideration first, there's every chance that the person is not in love. And another thing to also check when somebody is in love is that the person is always willing to give. Love gives. Love is sacrificial. When you love somebody passionately, you can give anything for them. If somebody claims they love you and they're not giving you time, they're not giving you attention, they're not giving money, they're not willing to spend and be spent for you, there's every chance that they are not in love with you. So those are two ways to check to know if the thing is love or something else.
Well, let's go on a break. And when we are back, I know you have so many questions to ask our guest in the studio. As I said, he is a consultant and an expert in terms of relationship. He has helped to put smiles in people's home, in broken homes. That is the kind of grace that God has given to him.
Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70.
Now, I need to ask you another question. Like you said, for example, now, the both people were in love and there's no money, there's no finance there. Would that love still speak? Would that love still go further?
Yeah, of course. Money is not everything. Yeah, there are people that because when you even talk about money is relative. Is it plenty or small money? There's no absolute no money. There's no situation in life where you find yourself where there is no money at all. So there are people who are sincerely in love with themselves who don't have money. So money is actually, money. They say money makes the world go round, and money is what colors love and all of that. That's very true. It helps. It enhances what you experience when you're in love. But for true love, money is not the test. But one way to now use money as a test is that if somebody loves you and they're not willing to give to you, if they have or when they have, then you can begin to question their love for you. But money should not be the trigger. If you fall in love with me because of what I have, maybe it is not me that you love, it is what I have that you love. So if you fall in love with me because of my shape, maybe it is not me that you love, it is my shape that you love. So if there is no more money, then the love disappears. So where money is predicated on love, where love is predicated on money, then there's every chance that the person is not really in love with the person. Is not in love with the subject, but with the object. But there are people that are sincerely in love with themselves that don't have money, and their love continues. And if God helps them, they find money, and it just helps their experience in their relationship.
So what happens if the man plays more role in his own family than the lady's own?
Yeah, it's that's one of the problems with Africa. As Africans, we are communal. We're communal in nature. We tend to want to support our families, our nuclear family, our extended family, kids and kin. It's normal in Africa to look out for ourselves, and I think it's something we should not discourage. But one of the ways to do that effectively is to balance it. A lot of people they lack balance. You don't put your extended family before your nuclear family. It's like putting the cart before the horse. So it's what the advice I have for families, whether the man or the woman, because at times the woman can even have more money than the man. There are situations where the woman has more money than the man. So you put your own immediate family first. It is when you are done meeting the needs of your immediate family, that is when you should now begin to extend to your extended family, both on your wife's side and on your own side. And whatever you're doing for your family, your own extended family as the man, you must ensure that you also do the same for your wife's own extended family. So if you spend 20 naira for your family, you spend 20 naira for your wife's family. After spending 40 naira for your own family. So it is a question of just apportioning and balancing that. Where the woman sees that you are not being unreasonable in the way you allocate resources, then yeah, you won't have problems. But there are women also who are just unreasonable. They are just stingy. They're very selfish and yeah, stingy. That's the word. You know, when stinginess and wickedness begin to mix with it, then I think they have to get to a point where you know that
come in agreement.
Yes, you must reach an accord as to. But you should not put anybody before your family.
Okay.
It is when the woman begins to feel that she's been undermined or she's not being properly taken care of, then she can begin to protest. So just ensure that you do what you're supposed to do for your family first before you now begin to do for people that are outside.
Okay. So the reason why I asked you this question, because the previous one we just did, a lady sent me an SMS and a man called me that I want to treat on this so that they could get the result which they're looking for first. The lady said when they started the relationship, they were friends before. Along the line, the man started asking her out for a date. So along the line, he wasn't having money. She wasn't having money anymore, while the man was having money, buying plot and all that. When she was in school, the man doesn't bother. He can call her 20 times in a day. How are you doing? But give me money to buy, and that is an issue. He will say he sent money to his brother, he sent money to his mother. He will promise her that, okay, I'm going to call you. He won't bother to call. She had carry over in the last semester. Then what will she do?
But that's already a sign for the woman. If you are in need, and they haven't dated. I think people spend more when they are dating than when they are married. If during while you guys are still dating and going out, it doesn't give you any money. It's a sign that when if you get married to the person, you will always put his family first. You will not. So I think it's a good sign for her not to commit to that relationship, except she begins to see changes in that behavior. Because there are men like that they are very cultural, very traditional. They feel that they owe their family, their life, and all their resources. They must take care of their family first before they can even take care of their own family. Yeah, if that is how they want to do it, I'm not in a position to dictate to anybody how they want to spend their money. But if you are going to marry a person like that, a person that is the only one in the family that
yes, it said is the
one. It's the only one,
and it's the last born.
Yeah, so there are cases like that where he's the only one that
has money.
So meaning that she will be competing with the family. So she might suffer if she goes ahead and marry the guy. Maybe he should not even get married until he's done dealing with all the problems, all the family issues. And the truth of the matter is this: you can never exhaust the needs in the lives of our family. You should balance it to know that, look, I have my own life to live, and also before I can
has his own life to live
my
too.
family to have their own life to live. But if you now begin to pour all your resources in the direction of your family, you will not be able to have your own family for yourself.
Okay, now the second one, this man said his friend had a problem with his wife for 8 years. Now, no, they've been together for 8 years. Now the friend said he's no longer interested. And I said, what is the issue? He said the woman doesn't have character, doesn't have manners. And I said, for 8 years, sir, or are you not telling us something in this relationship? So, sir, what do we have to do?
Yeah, you know, at times when people are fed up of their marriages, they begin to look for anything that they can use as an excuse or an alibi. So yes, it's possible that he's been enduring
For 8
Yes,
years.
because one thing with marriage is that you're either enjoying the marriage or you're enduring the marriage. And you know, when you endure and endure and endure, like they say, like a boat, if you push the boat to the wall, it can bite you, it can fight back. You know, so it's very possible that yeah, the man has been carrying this burden for 8 years, and he's not been able to. We can't continue anymore. Maybe the camel's back is broken, like they say, the final straw that has broken the camel's back. You know that the day the camel's back get broken is not the day the things that are getting broken. It's over time, you know. So it's possible that it's gotten to a point where he cannot take it anymore.
Okay.
You know, but one thing that I would tell people like that is that if you
8 years,
you spend 8 years, as long as there's no physical abuse,
yes,
the person is not physically abusing you,
yeah,
it's not, your life is not threatened. I know, yeah, there are verbal insults that are even worse than physical abuse.
yes.
But if there is no physical harm to the body, there is no relationship that cannot be worked out. If they can just ask for help and see how they can help them to counsel.
Okay.
And if there's no relationship that cannot be redeemed.
So, but they say love conquers all. For this man to have stayed till 8 years, can't he move on?
Yeah, love is like fire. If the water is too much, the fire can go off. The love
Really?
that conquers all is the love that is still active. But
Okay.
where the fire is more than where the water is more than the fire, then the water goes off. So that's love too can quench.
Really?
Love can be quenched. Yeah, love can be quenched.
You're serious?
Yeah, love suffers. But it gets to a point where love cannot suffer anymore. Love can die. So maybe love is dead.
Oh. So love is dead in the heart of the man
It's
now.
very possible. But the things that die can be revived. So it's possible that if they can make adjustments and you know, because at times people are just fixated on the wrong things. You can begin to look at your spouse and say, okay, this is wrong, and you begin to amplify that thing that is wrong. It can just overwhelm you.
Yes.
And you will be blind to the things that are good about your spouse. So it's not impossible that the guy is tired, and it's not also impossible that he's not telling us everything about the marriage.
The marriage.
So maybe if you get to hear from his own wife, you'll be shocked that maybe there are more to the matter than what he's told us.
Okay. For the last question now, this person that called said he also have his own issue. Is engaged with the lady for 2 months now about getting married. The lady came and said no, he's no longer interested. That the mother said he should not go ahead with the marriage. He called the lady, please, I'm really in love. That what will he do? He has called the lady, let them make everything right or see the mother. For now, he doesn't know what to do. He called and said I should give him advice what to do. So thank God we have you here, sir. What will you do? What will you say?
You know, the place of parental consent in mind is very, very important. I think you should do everything to get her to, if really the mother is the reason why she's changing her mind, that can be worked out. You should.
Okay. Like how?
Yeah, and he can go and see the mother. If he knows where the mother is, he can go and make a case for himself and, you know, assure her. But it's best if she agrees to that. But she should be the one to sell.
Sell the man,
Sell
send
the
her
man
husband to a fiancé to
the
be.
mom. So she should be able to convince the mom and make the mom see why the marriage should go on. But it is very vague. I don't know what's the reason. Is it that they are this different faith? Is it they are from different villages? Is it that a prophet told her? So because just saying that the mother said no, we won't be able to give the right advice. If we don't know what is informing it.
Okay.
You know, is it that okay? They are from the east or this person from the west. You know, is it based on traditional
differences,
or what, or just fear, or
all different faith?
Yes. So if we know the real thing that is making the woman take that, then we know the right advice to give.
Okay.
In that case, you know, it's because a lot her decision might be predicated on something.
Okay.
But I've had cases where people come to tell me that, my mother-in-law to be does not want us to go out with the marriage because a pastor said, or a prophet said, or I also know of cases where the mothers usually will kick against it. So we are Igbos, is Yoruba. I don't want you to go very far from there. You can't go to Elisha. You cannot go to Bomosho. We are from Inewi. How can you live in Inewi and go this way? You know. So when we have those kind of, if we know exactly what is informing the mother's decision, then we now know the kind of advice that we can give to him
Counsel him.
Yeah, because I've had cases where people come and say, oh, my father-in-law does not want me to marry the girl because I'm Yoruba, she's Igbo. Then we'll be able to advise how to go about it.
Okay.
You know, because if you can show that in our own family, like a particular case where a girl, they were going out and she was afraid that her father might not agree that they should marry. And so I told the guy said, look, in their family, they have people who are married. They have his aunties, they have aunties who are Igbos. And they've been married for 30 years. So those kind of cases you show that, look, we have history of intermarriage in our family, and it's very good. The children are schooling in Oxford and all that. You know, those kind of things will help to allay the fears that if my baby go to the east or goes to the west, they will suffer. You know, they don't want that to go too far from us. So if we know exactly what is informing that, then we'll be able to give the right advice.
Wow, okay. So, but what will really happen? Why is parents want to play a big role in a relationship?
Yeah, that's you know, most times parents just have fear. And they want the
fear on what?
Fear
but they were married too and living happily.
They don't want anything bad to happen to their children. I have 3 daughters. I want them to get married and be well in their marriages. So if there are fears that I have as to will these people take care of my daughter? You know, and at times it might just be just sentiment or just tribalism. So different reasons why.
The guy doesn't have money.
Of course, maybe it's,
like what you just saying, illiteracy.
Illiteracy can just be illiteracy or lack of exposure or just fear or deep-seated traditional sentiment. You know, like there are places in the East where they say, okay, you can't marry from that village. People from that village are selfish. People from this village are wicked. You know, those kind of deep-seated historical reservations that people have about people and places. You know, so people from this place are this, or people from this place are wicked. You know, those kind of things can inform. But it's not everybody from a particular village that is a particular way. There are still good people everywhere in the world. So I think people should be treated on the merit of who they are, not where they are from.
Okay. Now, those of you that send us your XMS and call, at least we've treated your case now. You can still send us your contribution and your comment, and also like our Facebook page, Moment of Love ITV. I have time fly. At least now, sir, I want you to give your last word concerning this now.
Yeah, in the new year, I want everybody to try and read about marriage, read about relationship, get books. There are a lot of books out there that can help you to know how to manage all the differences that can pop up in the course of your marriage. Your marriage is like a garden. If you water it and care for it, it will blossom. If you abandon, if you don't invest in it, it will be overtaken by weeds. So in the new year, invest in your relationship, invest in your marriage, and the best will come out of it.
Wow, I'm so grateful for you making it. Thank you so much, sir. We will also have you once more again for you to talk more on this. Thank you once more. I'm so honored to have you in this show.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. Wow. How Times Fly. This is where we come to the end of this exciting love program, Moment of Love. Merry Christmas once more. And bye for now. My name is Precious. I am there.
And I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as